Lightning strikes twice for the Cajee brothers of Africrypt. This is not the first time their cryptocurrency schemes have been hacked. Raees and Ameer Cajee, the two brothers behind Africrypt, which was allegedly hacked and whose accounts were emptied of more than $50 billion in cryptos in April, appear to have had lightning strike twice. The Cajee brothers vanished following the claimed breach, similar to Johann Steenberg, one of the masterminds behind the Mirror Trading International (MTI) Bitcoin scam, which was placed in provisional liquidation in December 2020. MTI was a multi-level marketing operation that generated an estimated $23,000 in Bitcoin, more than 10 billion rands at current prices. Even before Africrypt was created in July 2019, the Cajee brothers were involved in another investment scheme, which was similarly stolen and emptied of all Bitcoin in May 2019. I first met the Cajees in 2019, when Raees was probably still in Matrix. They allegedly devised a method for making around 10% a month trading Bitcoin. Raees, despite his youth, talked a fine game. I gave them a large sum of money in Bitcoin and asked them to trade it for me. Over the next 5 or 6 months, I received monthly statements showing that my account had virtually doubled. Joe Smith explains, not his real name. The Cajees' game plan. Smith was asked to sign a document that released the corporation from practically all liability, including hacking. This is comparable to the agreement that Africrypt clients were made to sign with Hong Kong-based Raees Wealth Limited. Another customer of the Cajees told MoneyWeb that they were prominent members of Johannesburg's Muslim society and preyed on the confidence of friends and relatives. We were acquainted to the Cajee brothers through acquaintances. We could see from their lifestyle that they had money. We had no idea they would steal a few $100,000. The cryptocurrency market was collapsing at the time, but Raees was sending me monthly statements indicating positive growth. Then, in May 2019, the horrible news of a hack surfaced. Raees wrote to clients, saying, "Good evening, as some of you may have heard, Binance Exchange has been hacked in the last 20 hours. Unfortunately, Binance is our largest trading partner, and our API, application programming interface, keys, as well as deposits and withdrawals, have been suspended for at least the next week. Binance has not disclosed the scale of the loss, however they have stated that they will respect all Bitcoins taken in the breach. Our Hong Kong servers were compromised via the Binance API, and our cyber forensics team is still investigating the situation. Updates will be provided in the following days due to the complexity of our system's design. We are working feverishly to go back up and entirely transition to Huobi Exchange, where we will trade exclusively. RCW will be unable to process withdrawals for the next week. We truly apologize for any inconvenience, but please know that we are doing everything we can. Please keep in mind that situations like these are absolutely outside the company's control and are difficult to prevent in this regard because we rely on Binance to protect our API keys." The hack in question was extensively publicized at the time, with an estimated loss of $40 million. Another hack, another letter. The letter delivered to Smith and other clients in August 2019 was strikingly identical to one given to Africrypt clients in April of this year, which read, "Dear Sir or Madam, we hate to inform you that client accounts, client wallets, and nodes were all compromised as a result of a recent hack in our system. At this time, we do not know how much confidential client information was compromised during the assault. Unfortunately, Africrypt's operations have been halted as a result of this. We've started the process of seeking to recover stolen monies and compromising data. Our top aim is to retrieve the funds as soon as possible. Nevertheless, this process is risky and will take a significant length of time to complete, even if successful. In addition, we have started a complete system audit to ascertain the extent of the compromise. We ask that all clients be patient as we work to remedy the matter. It is natural that clients may choose the legal path, but we urge that they please recognize that doing so will just delay the recovery process. Clients will be kept informed of progress in the recovery procedure as well as any information identifying the parties involved in the attack on our systems. I believe what occurred was that they waited for a hack to occur in 2019 and then used that as a pretext to notify us that our crypto had vanished, says a former client who requested anonymity. International law enforcement authorities are beginning to investigate Africrypt and what could be the largest crypto breach in history. Denials. The Cajees denied any involvement in the heist through their lawyer, John Woesthuizen. According to the BBC, Woesthuizen stated, "There is no substance to the charge, and there is no merit to the accusations." The Cajees also appear to question the alleged amount of the attack, $3.6 billion, despite the fact that only one address, among several, hijacked had a balance of more than 71,000 Bitcoin, worth around $2.4 billion. According to MoneyWeb, the Cajees sold a Lamborghini, a Ferrari, and 2 houses just days before fleeing. There are different stories as to where they are, with London and Dubai being the most likely destinations. The UAE and SA have now signed an extradition pact that will expedite the extradition of the Gupta brothers to SA to face corruption allegations connected to state capture. We believe, and we now have further evidence to demonstrate, that the Cajees were acting on behalf of a much larger international syndicate, says Darren Hanekom of Hanekom Attorneys, who has researched the hack on behalf of multiple clients. It is quite doubtful that they were able to secure more than 50 billion rands from investors, Hanekom adds. This was a money laundering scheme.